Are we ready to roll? No?
Yep. Sorry, I just had to
Cool.
unmute.
Not a problem. Let me check one thing before we get back to it. Boom, boom, boom. Great. Great. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. We are back. What room do you reckon y'all are in when Kazmira comes back and puts the hounds back?
So I feel like we just had our conversation with our friends around the library.
To the library, yeah.
And I would think after that, we hadn't had a chance to talk about it, of where we were going to go after that if we wanted to continue exploring
Cool.
the other rooms we've been in. So maybe we're coming out of the library? I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that would put us back in the bird room.
Yep. I think you're in the aviary. You can hear her like putting the wolves back and kind of setting them up lovingly in the frozen the giant in the dire wolf room, which is next to the fish room. Okay. And I think that happens pretty fast with ghostly efficiency. And then she runs up that kind of eastern side with the dogs and puts the ghost dogs back in their kennels, which you got to figure is somewhere in the eastern part. And then she's back in the Manticore room, and you hear the slow grind of stone as she closes the door to her room, as if she's just like going to bed for the night.
Yeah.
And the slow stone stops, and the whole place gets eerily quiet. I think the birds, like all the taxidermy animals that were like moving, stop moving.
Interesting.
As she kind of goes back to her rest, and I think there's an eerie silence in the place. Yeah.
Huh.
So you said all the birds stopped flapping around too, right?
Yep. Everything, all the taxidermy animals that were moving have stopped.
Interesting. So it's almost like it's tied to her in some way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Like whoever said earlier, like almost like she's like reliving old hunts.
Yeah.
When she wakes up, things are waking up.
Yep.
Avante goes back to the heavy breathing room, because I don't know what else to call it. And just like listens to. Do we still hear the noise now that everything else has gone to sleep?
That's a great question.
That is a
great question. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
Shall we carefully and quietly investigate?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like notches an arrow.
Right?
Yeah.
Same.
Cool. You walk in to this black rock, this fake black rock cave, right? Made to look like something that Kazmira saw or described to an artisan at some point. Piles of rotten fur, and then I think from behind a fake rock comes out a taxidermied mountain troll, 8 foot tall, rubbery skin, distended bony features. Its clawed arms extend from the darkness. You can see some kind of ruby teeth that look like they're bloody, and you know they're not real teeth. They look like some kind of stone, and yellow eyes reflect whatever light you're carrying, and yeah, it lumbers out as if it's still moving spryly, and ambushing you. But yeah, it's lumbering towards you to. What's up,
I
Amanda?
mean, I'm completely firing at this point. There's a
Yeah,
troll
yeah.
coming towards me. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's dead already.
And I guess that does bring up the question: what kind of light do y'all have? What is it? Is it a lantern? Is it a torch?
I can't remember what we established when it was me and Jay, but because like we traded that cloak or whatever we got from Marco for a bunch of stuff, and I remember we talked about like we got
the lantern.
Yeah, I think so, and we're probably having, I don't know, somebody carry it. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that seems like something that Yuri is qualified to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yuri cusses, and
at least it's slow.
Yeah. You both fire. Make a roll.
Well, I didn't open fire.
Oh, you did not? Okay.
No. I think this is a good time to. I'm gonna assume nothing's gonna happen, but I gotta test it at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna step kind of up beside Avanda, maybe like even half a step in front, and I'm gonna shove that helmet on and open the lever and look right at the troll. I'm guessing it's not gonna have an effect, but I want to know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if these undead monstrosities will be affected by cockatrice eyeball magic.
Right. Unfortunately, no, actually, yeah. You pull the lever, the correct lever, down, and call back to a previous dick joke, and you pull the lever down, and the you could see that the troll was like focused on Yuri, and its big clawed hand was coming up, and then it freezes, just freezes in place. And,
awesome.
And it doesn't turn to stone, but it stops.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna maintain eye contact.
Yeah.
Hey, don't.
Yeah, its amber eyes are literally amber stone eyes. You can see them moving and like looking at you, like, what is happening? This thing is confused on a bunch of different levels. Avanda, what are you doing with this opportunity?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you because you told me that this is a cockatrice helmet, and so I remember this fact. But she is looking to see if she's like slowly edging around the troll, like checking to see if like there's some. How is this working? What is going on? What did this do?
Let's rip it open.
Yeah, it's it is clearly a the bones of a troll, put together with wire and stuffed with wood chips and with chemicals and tanning agents applied to the skin to keep it from rotting. And like as you're looking at it, you see that the teeth, which like look red as if bloodied, are rubies, and the eyes are amber.
And I was gonna bring that up because this troll has some ruby-like teeth. The dire wolf had ruby-like eyes.
Right.
So maybe that's
spent a lot of money on this.
Well,
She's
it's
gonna like
great.
cut a couple of the wires, like holding the legs on,
Yeah.
so that at least can't chase us.
Yeah.
We stop
Smart.
looking at it.
Smart. Yeah. You trim a few wires. I think it like slides off of its hip, right? And it just kind of like falls to the ground. Still frozen. And
I feel a little bad, but only a little.
Yeah. Yuri puts down the lantern and takes the butt of his spear and pokes at it with the butt end, and then laughs when it can't move, and starts to like knock out its teeth.
Yeah, get the teeth. I'm really curious about the teeth.
And grabs a bunch of like, a hand, like I imagine it's like a handful like this of mountain troll teeth, and that I think if you've ever seen anyone who lost their teeth, it sinks in the whole face, right, and just makes it look even weirder and more distended.
But yeah, she's gonna keep like looking around, like to see like, is there a rune that's activating? Is there, how is this working?
Yeah, I don't think there's any. Like yeah. I don't think there's any. I don't think you find anything. Any hard evidence, or like a rune, or you're looking for smart stuff, right? That's all smart things to look for. Make a willpower roll, and based on that, I'll either give you a hint or say like, or not give you a hint or give you something else. I don't know. We'll figure. I
got a 3.
Hey. Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, I think you. Like, clearly nothing has been done to these. You haven't found any evidence within any of the taxidermied animals that there's anything within them that's causing this.
Oh, okay.
So it's got to be something external. Like, it has to be something, some sort of magic that's coming from outside of the taxidermied animals, at least. Okay. Because there's nothing, like, there isn't like a thing that's been put in every animal that you've been able to locate. And you've been through a couple of them now, right? And there's just no necromantic shenanigans that's gone on for every taxidermy animal. Yep.
Interesting. Hey Yuri, how much do you know about Marco's grandma, Kazmira?
I only know what I've heard, that she's a great huntress. She was a hero.
I'm wondering if, what kind of enemies she had that, or I guess or the family has an enemy that's, because if things are coming alive out of her tomb and people are getting attacked, that looks bad for the family. So I'm wondering.
Nothing was coming alive out of this tomb before Marco sent the 2 huntsmen in here. Like, that was the inciting incident to my mind.
Marco doesn't seem like a bright guy to me. The one time I met him.
This is a good reading, yes.
But it does strike me as unusual that he sent a couple of locals to go bust into this tomb. He didn't do it himself. He didn't send you and your partner. He just sent these 2 nobodies.
Right.
That's unusual.
It's unusual, but other than the pit trap in the library, there's nothing really dangerous in here until things start moving.
Exactly.
Like, they shouldn't have had a problem.
Yeah, I guess shot in the dark if Marco has something to do with it. That's why he sent others to open the door.
Wonder how far this effect lasts. Like,
because we've heard reports of like all sorts of beasts out in the woods around Borgenwold, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
How localized is it?
Yeah, the Manicore is out of pocket. It's out there, clearly.
Well, and I guess you know, coming in here to the troll proves that these things don't just completely hibernate when Kesmira goes and lays back down. Like, it got up and started moving around and when we came in here, so it's not like the Manicore just passes out somewhere in the woods. It's probably still, I don't know, I'm stumped. Let's
Or
rip the
does
head
it?
off of it. Well,
What if it gets too far away from here and then turns off?
I mean, that would be nice, but yeah.
I mean, that just means it's got a home range, essentially.
Right, yeah. That would kind of make sense. I
We
still
can
say
test it with one of the birds.
ooh, that'd be interesting.
I mean, they are less likely to try to eat us.
Yeah, they mostly ignored us except for the cockatrices, so
So if we like take a bird and like see how far away we can walk before it stops moving.
could be a good experiment.
Yeah, Yuri's thinking, but like I think this isn't. We're not in his.
We're not in his wheelhouse yet.
We're not anywhere near his wheelhouse. Yeah, but he's having thoughts.
I feel like maybe we should go ahead and rip the head off of this troll so it doesn't.
Cool. Yeah, I think Yuri and Avanda can totally do that, and yep.
Then I can cover up the cockatrice eyes and not pose a danger.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, but before it's all done, Yuri definitely looks at Xander and is frozen. Like that definitely happens.
so it really just sort of like temporarily paralyzed. It's not like turning anybody to stone or anything.
Yep, it just paralyzes him.
That's good to know. Nothing permanent.
Yep.
Damn it, Yuri, I told.
He doesn't listen so good.
that's the
and I'm like standing there over him while I'm saying this.
Right.
I can just imagine Yuri having these intrusive thoughts and being like, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
How bad could it be?
Not too bad, apparently.
Yep. Yeah,
it tickles a little.
You dismantle the frozen troll. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, do we want to check on our people's progress, or do we want to? We know there's still a few rooms we haven't specifically looked in. I guess the frozen room is probably where the dire wolves were. Is what it sounded like.
Yep.
I don't remember if there's any other. Well, there were east and west rooms off of the koi pond room.
Yep.
I don't think we checked those out.
Well, I thought east was the troll room off the koi pond.
Nope. The east is or the troll room is east off the entrance hall.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So just north of the entrance hall is where the
dire wolves are.
Yeah, so they're east of that. Oh, I thought they were east of the bird room.
Nope. There seems to be something else east of the bird room.
Oh.
Okay, well, what's east of the bird room?
Cool. Are you gonna kind of go through the rooms that you know, or are you gonna kind of walk through the dire wolf room? Just to kind of take a look at it.
Let's take a peek through the dire wolf room.
Yeah, hopefully they're
something interesting, useful.
Yeah.
There's a clue somewhere in this godforsaken place.
Still, prepared for shooting anything that might jump out and try to eat us.
Yep. There is a marble walls speckled white with gray. They look like a snowfield. Like it's a very well done room. There's somehow there's the sound of whipping wind and the smell of fresh fallen snow and blood. And the walls are lined with wolf heads. Wolf heads of every type: black, white, gray, reddish brown, wolves with crystal teeth, with 3 eyes, with no eyes, with lizard scales, with beetle chitin, all kinds of shit. She has hunted wolves in all manner of worlds.
Didn't know there were that many kind of wolves.
I did not either.
That's a little.
And then there is a diorama of the dire wolves of the three dire wolves that she hunted and then brought back and put back together and put into place.
Why are you putting them back together? They're just got.
Yeah, and then the only like non-wolf is a on one of the walls is a swordfish that is breaking theme, and it's mounted a little crooked, and to the north is another snowy room.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? We've got to look at the swordfish,
Gotta
right?
check out the swordfish.
Because swordfish doesn't belong. I mean, it's not like it's a chicken of the sea kind of thing.
Right.
Is the swordfish
and a wolf?
of the sea?
Everybody knows swordfish and wolf go together.
Awesome. Yeah, you would see. Yeah, you both like get a look, and like look at the you're looking at the swordfish, definitely. What are you doing?
You said it's crooked, right?
Yep.
What happens if you straighten it up?
Yeah, that opens the secret door.
Perfect.
Right under it. And on the other side of the secret door is a I mean, yeah, as if this adventure wasn't fucking weird enough, is the goblin that you saw earlier. And it has like a big white carp in its hands from the fish room, and it's eating it.
Hello again.
It looks kind of guilty. You just kind of you just close it. I love.
Look, he's just eating his dinner. It's rude.
I don't know. I got questions because
Hey, you can open it back up.
I love this guy's like, and then like Avant is just like, nope, and walks away. And Xander's like, I have questions, and Avant is like,
fine.
Ask him if you want. Ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. You put it back, and the goblin looks even more shocked that you came back. And I think through a mouthful of carp, he says, "Why do you disturb the one true goblin?"
Hello again.
Hello.
I didn't know you lived in here. I thought you lived with the rest of the goblins.
I did, but I have to eat before I go back home. It's complicated.
And you gotta do that in this secret room?
Yes.
Why? Wait.
Because he's thinking of a good lie, and then the carp starts talking and says, "If you put me back in the pool, I promise you great power." Then the goblin says, "Silence!"
You were gonna eat a magical talking fish?
It gives me godlike powers. I am a godfish. Yes.
The goblin says that, or the fish says that?
The fish says that.
Do you need saved from this? Wait, are you the one that's making all these animals come back to life?
No, I am not. The godfish says he's not lying. He's not doing that.
Are you making all the?
If you put me back in the water, if you put me back in the water, I can explain it to you.
I like pull out some jerky, and like, here, can we trade?
Will your jerky give me the powers of a god?
Yes.
No, it won't.
It's invisibility jerky.
I don't need to be invisible. I am a god. I'm the one true goblin. And like the carp, the half-eaten carp sighs and says, When he eats me, he does get power, but
What-
it is fleeting.
What have you been doing with your power, one true goblin?
I have been erecting great golden palaces.
Where?
Well, they're not there anymore. That's why I came back to eat the carp again.
So this sounds like a temporary power at best. Wouldn't you rather just be full for a while?
That's your first really good point, Avanda. I'm going to have you make a willpower roll. Yeah. Just offering jerky.
That's an 8.
Nice.
I have
Wow,
a 13
yeah.
for will, yeah.
He drops the carp and it says ow, or he drops the godfish and it's like, oh geez, could you not? And
I'll pick it up.
he takes the jerky and runs away, I think.
She like scoops up the fish.
Yeah,
takes it
yeah.
Back to the pond.
Is there
puts it in the
anything else?
water.
Is there anything else in this little room that the goblin was squatting in? Because why else have a secret entrance hidden by a swordfish?
Yeah, the yeah, the walls are covered with fishing lures and flies.
Interesting.
They're exquisitely crafted, and they kind of twinkle in the torchlight or in the lantern light. Yeah, and that's about it.
Okay. So it just seems like a weird room to keep secret, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do like Avanda said. Let's go return that poor half-eaten godfish to its pond.
Right. Yeah, the fish, you drop it back and you can already see it's like starting to heal.
That's good.
And it sticks its head up and says, "Thank you. I appreciate that."
You're welcome.
It's the silver horn that's causing all of this. For whatever reason, when her spirit woke up because the hunters broke in here.
Interesting. So she woke up and then sounded her horn, which woke everything else up.
That is correct.
Will they go back to sleep over time if she can't blow the horn anymore?
Destroying the horn is probably the only way to stop this cycle.
Huh.
Fair enough.
This cycle. This has happened before?
With this horn, yes.
So somebody else might craft a horn later, but that won't be our problem.
Yeah, I don't know why you people craft horns. That doesn't really make any sense to me, but like this horn has had effects like this in other places. Yes. Places. I'm sorry. Say again.
Oh, I was just saying that seems easy enough. Destroy a horn. That can't be that hard.
The carp
just
nods.
break into a tomb of a renowned hunter.
Thanks again. Being eaten by the goblin was not pleasant. I appreciate it.
Is the water healing you, or are you healing you because you're in the water?
I heal because water is where I can exist, and I am the child of a god carp. Yeah.
Are all the fish in there, or just you?
Oh, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Do you want to be somewhere else that's not just a tiny pond? Are you happy there?
I wouldn't mind getting back to the river.
We could probably make that happen.
It could probably be arranged.
Do you grant wishes?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded unconvincing. I'm just listen, you know what? We're gamblers and we got somebody's debt. It's not like we're like the best people. Like, am I gonna get paid?
I mean, look, if he had said yes, he grants wishes, and we believed him. It's like, okay, we wish the horn was destroyed, and
I meant when I get back to the when I get back to the
River?
river. Yeah,
Sure. Fine.
that's where our power is. So
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I think we should be destroying the horn regardless.
good luck.
Or is there something you're not telling us?
I mean,
I
other
don't-
than
I
it's
don't
being
think-
held
I don't-
by what's her face?
I don't think Kazmira is going to be thrilled about it. So
We can be sneaky, right?
I'm sure you can. I mean, I don't have legs. You do.
It's hard for
May the river bless you.
That's appreciated. Yeah, that's a good point, because like it's not like she's gonna be asleep. She's a spirit, and that stone door is real loud. I don't know how we're gonna get that horn away from her. Grab it and leg it.
I mean, so if we can get close enough that we can like tie a string around it and then like back away far enough, we can then like run and yank the string and it gets away from her, and then we're far enough away from her before she starts running.
I like this conversation is literally happening over a god carp who is involved in the conversation, is like sticking his head out of the, he's like, that feels complicated.
Yeah. Also, we still need to destroy it.
Well, yes, but if we get away from her before it'll be easier to destroy if she's not trying to actively kill us while we're trying to destroy it.
Yeah, man, we really need a sneak thief for this kind of many halflings.
What happens if we just toss it in the river?
It's not going to destroy it.
Yeah, I think you really need to destroy it.
Yeah.
And then we
Also,
can't just switch for you.
The
to
river,
destroy
the river
it,
is
right?
the river is a few miles away. Like I don't know if you want to be running from Kazmira and her hounds.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that seems like a bad deal.
And we can't just switch for you to destroy it, right?
No, that's not really my thing.
Okay.
And I couldn't destroy it for a long time. Like I couldn't permanently destroy it.
I
Got
see.
it.
Right.
Got it.
I mean, silver is soft metal.
It is. It's not hard to bend if
Or-
you hit it
or
really
melt.
hard. Or melt.
So we could just get a big fire going. Of course, we also don't know, like, just because we destroyed the horn, that doesn't mean she goes back to sleep, because it sounds like she woke up when the tomb was opened.
Okay, so this is gonna sound like a stretch. What if we get like a lot of accelerant and we shove it in the room with her tomb, and we just set the whole kit and caboodle on fire?
I don't hate that idea. I think it's still tricky to, how do we get into her room without, because there's those big heavy stone doors that make a whole lot of noise.
Yeah. So just to like be in this moment all together, you two are talking, but like in definitely a triangle with a god carp who is like listening and nodding thoughtfully, politely. And Yuri is standing behind you in total fucking shock, like holding the light, unable to participate in the conversation because he's like, there is a talking fish. And like, for whatever reason, like that's where Yuri comes out on this. Like, he's like, I can deal with the moving taxidermy things. I can deal with
talking fish was one too far.
The talking fish is where I cash out. I am unable to fucking, like, he's unable to participate.
Well, it could be worse. He could still be frozen because he looked at the cockatrice